What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the TireMinder A1AS. It's going to be a tire pressure monitor system with a wireless monitor. Let's check it out. It's always good to monitor the tire pressure in your rig. It's not as easy to check every time you stop somewhere, and sometimes you might forget. With the monitor here in the cab of your truck, you can always glance over and see how much air is in those tires. How this works is you're going to get 4 pass-through sensors that you thread onto the valves of your tire, which are going to send a signal to the monitor to tell you the PSI on each one of those tires. You're also going to get a signal booster that you'll need to run in line to your 12-volt power. So we have it hooked up to a battery right now just to show you the power and how it works. It's going to boost the signal so it doesn't have to compete with any other wireless signals on your rig or around your truck. This way, you're always going to be able to check out that PSI on your tires. With the signal repeater or booster installed, I just want to show you how well it works. So we walked quite a bit of ways away from our rig, and we still have a readout here on the monitor of the PSIs of those 4 tires. Included with the kit is a suction cup mount that has a magnet at the end of it, so you can stick your monitor on there. Now, we already have one on the cab of our truck. We already stuck the magnet and just peel back the part protecting the adhesive, push it on the back, goes right into place. So that's nice that it's not too intrusive. You don't have to install anything on your dash. Just a simple magnet mount will work. Also included is a charger. So not only does it have the 12-volt port for your vehicle we can plug into, it also has an AC outlet, so you can use that indoors if you need to. We're going to fold that up right now because we don't need it. Plug it into our 12-volt outlet, put in accessory mode, and then plug in our monitor. You're supposed to get 6 hours of charge out of the monitor. Now with it plugged in, you can see the lightning bolt and the batteries going through, showing you how much of a charge it has. It's charging right now. When I go unplug it, the readout will stop, and it looks like we have 75% battery life. When not in use, you can pull down the 12-volt, fold it out of the way, folds into itself so that it's this nice square design. Not going to take up a lot of space. You also have an extra USB port here at the bottom, so if this was using the one you had, you still have that spare one to charge your phone. Also going to get a nice carrying case for it. Now the monitor's not going to fit in there because of the antenna, so it's not intended for that, but all the cords, AC unit, 12-volt port will fit in here. You can zip it up, keep it all nice and neat so you can find everything when you need it. Just to do this as an example, it will monitor your tire pressure, so if it goes to 0, let me unscrew the sensor. It'll start beeping, let you know that it's a rapid leak and very low pressure, and the PSI has changed. So it is always monitoring and will alert you if there's any changes. The system can handle up to 22 different tires. So the way it's laid out right now, you can see this is all on the trailer. Then this would be a flat-toed vehicle, or even had dual wheel setups. You can program each tire individually and keep an eye on them at all times. Something else that I really like about the sensors is they're going to be passed through. So that means I can unthread the cap at the end. If I need to inflate the tire, I don't have to remove the sensor at all. I just thread this on, inflate it from here, and just remove this when I'm done. It makes it far easier to get more air in those tires. Another good thing is that if you only need the 4 sensors out of the gate, right now we're going to need 4 for the trailer, you get a different setup. Maybe you have dual wheels, you need more sensors, you can order those separately and add to your system, because like I said before, it goes all the way up to 22 sensors, so you can always expand on what you got. Something to think about before you order the new sensors is where your valve placement is. So on this motorhome here, you can see I can't quite thread that on. It's coming at a weird angle. I might be able to put it in the hubcap, but still this portion gets in the way. You might have to get an extension to bring it out here and then thread that on. When you go to set this up, what you're going to do is remove the cap. This is where we're going to install our battery. So on the sensor, it's on the inside. So we'll just slide this into place. The battery that was included slides in like that. Then replace the cap. Make sure it threads on there evenly, and then you even have the O-ring, the rubber O-ring that's going to help keep the weather outside of the device. That way it doesn't cause any issues. Now you get replacement O-rings too, so you'll have to check those over time and replace them. Really easy to do. Now we're going to go over to our valve stem and install this sensor. First we're going to add our lock nut in place. So we're going to thread this on far enough so we can install our sensor. Let's give that a try. Thread this on next. You'll hear a little air escape. It's not a big deal. You'll go past that and it'll seal it up. with that hand tight, then we come back and bring the nut towards the back of the device. You even get a little tool that comes with it to help you get it just a little bit tighter. So it sits in there. We'll turn it not too tight, but just snug. That seems good right there. And now you can't undo the sensor. So that's what's going to keep you from just taking it off your tire valve. Next, we'll program the sensors with the monitor charge. You can hit the up and down button and hold it for 5 seconds. It's going to go from monitoring mode to learning mode. So you'll see the flashing numbers. That's where you program each one of the sensors. So if we just installed the one here on the tire, that's where we want to put it. So we program that in, and then you can hit up and down to switch to the next one. So we programmed our one on the passenger side, and then you see we have options everywhere. There's these 2 lines. We can put more sensors if we need to, but I just put them exactly where the tires were on the rig. Now once you've done that and you program those in there, you throw them in there, the number pops up right away. You can just hold those buttons again and it'll go from learn to monitor. Now it's in monitoring mode. You see all the other lines are clear, so you only focus on what sensors are installed. Once it's in monitoring mode, you can hit the center button and it'll switch from PSI to Fahrenheit to let you know the temperatures of the tire. You can also download an app from TireMinder and monitor it on your phone. So it's going to connect via Bluetooth, and you can see the readout here. Overall, I do like this system. It's really nice to have this monitor where I can just glance at it and see where all the PSI is on the tires, see where it's set at. I don't have to get a gauge out and check each tire individually. Now, you can also use your phone, but I like leaving my phone open for music or maps or something like that, where I can just know that this is for tires only. This is what I'm going to look at. And I also like that you can expand on the system. If you just start with 4 sensors, you can always get more if you get a different trailer or a different setup. So I don't have to buy a whole new setup when I do upgrade my trailer. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out, and hope this helped.